Have you ever wondered if whatever guidance you received was actually coming from your intuition or if it was just coincidence? Do you often catch yourself that you're actually questioning the insights that you're getting, the intuitive hits that you're getting? And would you like to maybe know how you can really determine, is this your intuition talking or is it just your ego giving you all kind of nonsense? So in this video, I actually want to share with you a couple of signs so you can really know that whatever guidance you're receiving is actually coming from your intuition, and also how you can really double check if you're not sure that whatever guidance you received was truly your intuition and not just your ego. So if you would like to learn how to really tap into your inner knowing and really learn how to really harness your intuition to make sure that you're getting the right kind of guidance, then stay tuned. Hello to beautiful soul, welcome back to another video, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So excited that you're here. My name is Kay Sanders, and this channel is all about helping awakening souls on their spiritual awakening journey to really help them awaken to their power within so they can create a life of more success, abundance, and freedom, all while living their life on purpose. And if that's you, I want to extend an invitation. Please be sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new content. So you have probably been getting a lot of messages already, a lot of those nudges, a lot of those downloads, a lot of those insights, or even just, it could have even been subtle messages that you received where maybe sometimes you question, you wondered, where sometimes you maybe even question, was this really intuition or where did that come from? And I want to share with you really how you can really know and how can you determine what guidance you receive, because you're getting guidances, you're getting messages all the time. It's just in determining, well, where did that guidance come from? Where did that message come from? Can I trust it, or was this my ego just playing some tricks with me, right? So that's really the important thing. But you're getting messages all the time. You're getting signs. You're attracting synchronicities. You're getting nudges from your higher self, your divine team. Now it's just learning how to really tune in and listen more carefully, and then also trusting that whatever message you are getting is truly higher guidance or your intuition talking. So let me share with you some of those signs that can really give you some certainty of what, yes, this was my intuition talking. Now the first sign is really that intuition, higher guidance, that usually flows. It's easy, it's effortlessly. Versus the ego, it's often rather hard. It feels like forced. It's sometimes heavy, and it's also something that you think about. Versus higher guidance is really just flows. Like, have you ever been somewhere, like let's say you were driving, or for me it's often like whenever I'm in the shower, I'm getting those massive downloads. That's what I'm talking about. Like when you are least expecting it, that's when you're getting those intuitive hits, those intuition. Or let's say you're talking to someone, all of a sudden you're having those insights flowing in. Things like that, when it just kind of pops in your mind, that is your often higher guidance. That's often intuition talking. Now, of course, you can tune in a little bit more to then, which is the second part here, feel into it. How does the guidance feel? Is it feeling easy and flowing? Does it feel kind of big and even uncomfortable? And here I just want to mention something. Yes, the guidance can feel uncomfortable because it's going to stretch you. However, receiving guidance, it's going to usually push you outside of your comfort zone. So of course that's uncomfortable. But you will then have that inner knowing that yes, even though this is huge, even though this is big, it does feel right. So when you are getting the guidance and it just feels right, you have no idea why, but it just feels right, that is also a sign that it was your intuition talking. Because like I said, you're getting signs, you're getting messages all the time. And here's really determining, okay, how did that message feel? And of course also, how did it come in? So even if it stretches you but it feels right, that was your intuition talking. Then the third sign is that you also often have somewhat of a physical response to that. Whether it is you're getting goosebumps, or you're getting those chills, or you're getting all hot from within, like warm feeling is like spreading through your body. Or you may also tear up as well. Or you have that inner excitement. Now, when you see something, or when you hear something, or when you're getting that guidance and you're having any of those physical responses, that's like also a confirmation as well for you that shows you, Yes, that was intuitive guidance. Yes, that was a higher guidance coming in. Like, I cannot tell you, like, I often get that whenever I speak with clients and, I'm tuning in, I'm getting guidance for them, and it's just like, I often get goosebumps. That's like my biggest sign, is like that, those goosebumps, or even like my feet actually get really, really warm. That's also a sign for me that I'm getting intuitive hits. Or the tearing up part is also a really great sign that, yes, that is a good confirmation that, yes, this is intuition talking, because that's your soul saying yes. Let's say you had an idea and you're then thinking about it and you're getting even more ideas, and it's just flowing in. It's flowing in. It's showing you what is your next path, what is your next step, what is that you're here to do, and it just keeps flowing in. And all of a sudden you're just so touched. You just have tears coming in your eyes. That is your soul saying yes. Yes, that is it. That is it. Or like I said, you may even get the goosebumps. That's also saying, yes, that is it. And that inner excitement as well. Now, you may even have other signs. And if you have other signs, feel free to leave me a comment below. Let me know. I would love to know. Now, these signs that I just shared with you, that's like the signs that I have noticed for myself and with clients. But maybe you have other signs that you would like to share. So leave a comment below. I would greatly appreciate it. Then the fourth sign is that synchronicities start to happen. So things are aligning. So let's say you have gotten this one guidance and you weren't really sure about it or whatnot, but then all of a sudden you have something that kind of confirms that, yes, this is what, this is what you're meant to do. This is what's the next step or whatnot. But you're noticing that you're getting those synchronicities. Things are really aligning for you. Things are happening. Things are falling in place. So synchronicities is really a beautiful sign that, yes, it was your intuition talking. Let's say you have got an idea and you weren't sure about it, but then the next day or within a few hours, you're getting that sign that is really like the synchronicity. Like maybe someone reaches out to you that is really in alignment with the insights you have gained. That is so powerful. And I also have a video I want to share with you that I want to invite you to check out. It's like how to receive divine downloads and messages from soul. So if you want to really learn how to listen more closely, how to receive those the guidance, the higher guidance, check out that video. I give you some tips on how to really connect more deeply to receive the guidance, because it's such a beautiful thing when you really tune into your intuition and let your intuition lead you, guide you, because your intuition is also the messages from soul. And when you can be in absolute alignment with your soul, oh my God, your life will change in ways you never thought possible, because you will always be in alignment. And that is truly powerful. So check out that video and then really tune in more often and allow yourself to really be guided by your intuition. Always trust. And here the next part that I want to share with you is like, how can you really double check? Because like I said, you're getting guidances all day long. You're getting so many signs, so many messages, and so many intuitive hits. And sometimes you may wonder, what is this really? Especially if it's something more bigger, something more important, you definitely want to double check on it until you're really for sure that, yes, I can trust my intuition. The first thing that you can do is just ask for confirmation. Ask to be shown a clear sign. And you can do it like this. You can say, okay, guys, show me a clear sign, like right in my face, absolute, like, neon color kind of sign. So I will understand that this is the right kind of thing to do. This is what's meant to happen. The guidance I received was really of truth, was intuition. So you can ask for a sign. Now, sometimes the signs may not come right away. Sometimes it may take some time, but the sign will come. So if you're not quite sure, really ask to be shown. Ask to be shown a sign for reassurance. And then just be open to receiving the sign. But also be open to receiving the sign if it's something that you actually didn't want to experience. So let's say if you're too attached to the outcome, just be sure that you're really open, you're detached from any outcome. So if you are receiving a guidance or whatnot, and you are getting a sign, don't feel disappointed. But if you're not sure, ask to be shown. Ask for a sign. And then interpret the sign, appropriately as well. But asking for a sign is a good thing that you can do to really be reassured. Now, it can also mean like in the moment you can ask, okay, show me, like, was this really my higher guidance? And you may right away get a yes, right? So if it's something bigger, you may ask for a sign. But if it's something just confirming, like, okay, was this higher guidance? Now, you don't want to ask, was this higher guidance or was this ego? You want to ask one question at a time. So you can say, was this higher guidance? Okay, yes. Or was this higher guidance? You get a no or nothing. Then you can say, okay, was this my ego talking? And then you maybe get a yes for that. So ask one question at a time, because if you're asking, was it this or that, it may be hard for you to then receive the answer. So ask, was it this? Okay, yes or no? Or was it that? Yes or no? But ask to be shown a sign, or ask for confirmation, for reassurance. The second thing is feel into it. Now, that was one of the things, like, a sign as well. Like, if you want to double check, then feel into it. How did the answer come to you? How did the guidance come to you? Was it something that just was flowing into your mind, that just kind of popped into your mind and it felt right, even though it stretched you? Because like I said, anything that is good to you, to your highest and greatest good, is most likely going to stretch you. So there's a difference in here. Like, ego will feel constricted, right? It will feel limited. It will feel heavy. It will feel like even scary in a way, right? Like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. No. But when you feel into it, you can ask, how did it feel? Did it feel expansive or did it feel constricted? Did it feel right or wrong? Did it feel scary or safe? Now here, I also want to mention something, because I just mentioned scary. Like, scary in a way of scary big, like, oh my god, this is exciting, but oh my god, it is big. That is usually higher guidance. But if it's like scary, no, let's not do that, I can't do this, you're kind of crumbling, that is usually an ego, right? Because it kind of feels safer not to go about it, not to do that, than to actually go about it. So just tuning in to feel into the energy. How did the guidance come to you? How does the guidance feel? That is also a good way for you to double check, was this ego or was this higher guidance? Because like I said, ego is always limited. Ego is always somewhat forced. You have to think about it. It wasn't coming easily to you. It feels like that there's somewhat of a forced energy, like you have to think about it. Now, ego will always try to keep you safe. But versus the higher guidance, it's really, it's flowing, it's easy, it's expansive. Yes, it will stretch you, because like I said, when it stretches you, it will help you also grow. And anything that is to your highest and greatest good will stretch you. But in here, you want to trust that, okay, it felt right. It is the right thing. I'm going to go for it. And here, the next thing is, trust is really the big key here. You have got to trust the guidance. Now, of course, if you're not sure, then double check. Is this higher guidance or was this ego? Give me a sign. How did it feel? Right? But then when you know, okay, this was higher guidance, okay, I gotta trust in that, that wasn't my ego, then trust is really huge, because without trust, then your intuition won't work. Trust if it feels right. If it really feels right, trust the guidance and then do it. Go after it. Even if it feels huge, even if it feels scary, even if it feels outside of your comfort zone, it's okay. You wouldn't have gotten the guidance if it wouldn't have been to your highest and greatest good. But trust is really key, because when it comes to intuition, intuition is not something you can see, right? It really goes back to trust. If you don't trust, then your intuition won't work. And let's say you are planning on going into somewhat of a spiritual business or into doing intuitive work or whatnot. Trust is really huge. And I had been challenged before as well, where I had been given guidance and I wasn't sure. I mean, is this really it or not? Should I even say something or not? But I'm like, well, I know it felt right. And like, if I question the guidance I received, even though it may seem outside of, all out there or whatnot, if I wouldn't trust my intuition, then I couldn't do my work. Because once you question it once, especially if you're in the field of intuitive work, whether it's through oracle card reading, healing, or anything like that. If you're doing anything that involves your intuition, if you question it once, you will question it again and again and again, and then you will not be able to do the work that you're here to do. So trust is really huge. Like I said, I just gave you some tips on how to determine, was it higher guidance or was it ego mind? And also how to double check, was it higher guidance or not? Do this, and especially like in the beginning stages of you really developing your intuition, double check often. to really reassure yourself. But then, like I said, trust is key. If you are getting the guidance and you know this was higher guidance, don't question it. Don't question it. Just go with it. Trust. And then act on the guidance. That is really key. Acting on the guidance that you received. So here you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, if you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, but also let me know below. Do you often question your intuition, or do you really, have you developed your intuition enough already to really trust it every single time, trusting it fully? Let me know below. I would love to know. And maybe also share with me, how did you really develop your intuition to really get to the point where you can really fully trust? I would love to know. But here you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now be sure to check out this next video about how to receive divine downloads and also messages from soul, so you can get even more intuitive guidance. And I really think you're going to love that video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.